telling jokes and having smokes, riding bikes all through the night. It's a wild ride when you're being Ian. Coffee ice no matter what. Now you know he likes it in the butt. It's a wild ride when you're being Ian, being Ian. And life is shit, but you're positive. Let's find out what it's like to live a life being Ian, being Ian.
With Jordan. Hey, I'm a big fan of you, man, but I think Joe Rogan's better. Oh, by the way, welcome to the show. This is Bein Ian with Jordan. Jordan is away on assignment promoting her special, Take Me With You, September 9th on Netflix. In the interim, I am excited to be here. I have my good pal, Lizzy Cassidy.
Hey.
We just had a incredible episode with Gwar.
Yeah.
She's a huge Gwar fan, and it was very, very fun to watch and
to watch me blush.
Yeah. To watch her just fucking just splooge off the couch over a guy with udders.
Yeah.
It was great. But on the podcast today, I am so excited. One of my all-time favorites, Satisfaction is the Death of the Desire, is a blueprint of everything that is good. And it is completely surreal to have you in my house, in my basement, in the Delaware Den. The great, the wonderful, the one, the only, Jamey Jasta.
Oh, thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Yes.
And I agree with you about Gwar because, you know, if you haven't seen Gwar, I don't even trust you. Like, you can't even be a punk rocker or a metal kid or a hardcore kid if you haven't at least
been
it's
covered
like
in
required
blood.
reading for sure. Yeah,
it's a rite of passage.
Yeah. Who were the guys coming up? Like, because when you guys like, the Connecticut hardcore scene in the '90s is like it's almost like reading stories of Vikings and like Middle Earth of just like what it was, and like hearing these stories, you're just like, did that really happen? Like, I didn't know they made people like that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, man. I wish I was around, because I got into hardcore and everything in like '99, but I only really stayed in Philly and Jersey and Delaware, and then I was in a ska band, so you know, like getting a bunch of people playing trumpets out to see you guys is like a hard sell. You know?
So wait, did you see Gwar when they did the ska turn for a minute there? Did you get to see that?
No, but Saddam Agogo is like the trumpet in that's like the greatest trumpet.
Yeah.
When they
ever
took
in a
out
song.
Mephistopheles, and that
dude,
was like a whole.
They were the first ska show I ever saw was Catch-22, Pilfers, Pie Tasters, Mephistopheles. And the singer was like nodding out on stage. I was like, wow, this is cool.
See, the ska shows were great because there was girls there.
yeah.
Yes,
And
rude girls.
Rude girls, and they all, you know, they had the cute skirts, and there was also kind of like a rockabilly crossover thing with ska.
Yeah.
But we're old enough now. You're a little younger than me, but we're old enough now where those stories, like you were saying about the Connecticut scene and the hardcore scene in general, we've lived long enough where that stuff's actually super not cool anymore.
Yeah.
So it used to be like, oh, it was this lore that everybody wanted to know about, and now I'm thinking like, oh, well, thank God we didn't have camera phones and YouTube and all this stuff, because
that's like with everything.
It was,
I mean, like the trouble we would get into as a kid. Like, it's so funny. My mom was telling me a story about like these high school kids in the neighborhood like threw a pumpkin through someone's window, and they're like, they caught them on camera and they're in trouble and they're in the paper and good. And I go, Mom, let's take a step back.
Yeah.
I did far worse, and my life would have been ruined if there were And she was like, I didn't think about it that way, and you're right. Like,
Sometimes you have to remind your mom that she's talking about a child getting arrested.
You're like, Mom, we're living in a surveillance state. Do you realize what the Patriot Act did, Mom?
Yeah. I'm
But
like,
my mom is like, my plans.
Do you remember how we had a baseball bat in the trunk and said we played rock baseball, but it was dented from mailboxes?
Yeah.
And you bought it, you dumb bitch. No, I'm kidding.
Which, by the way, it's like you could have said something in passing that you didn't mean, that you'd never said before and you would never say again, but had someone caught it,
Of course.
you lose your job. You could say something that you forgot literally 5 minutes ago, like in jest, like we used to go, oh God, I want to kill that motherfucker. They would literally have you fired.
Oh, yeah.
They'd have you canceled, this whole thing. So it's on one hand, I'm like it was great memories. It was fun. But then on the other hand, I'm like, yeah,
But there is something about growing up and having that freedom to be like, I'm going to make my friends laugh by throwing a trash can at this guy's head.
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't know.
See, it was different because there was times where I would just deny. Even if I didn't.
Of course.
You just deny.
course.
You didn't talk to anybody. You didn't see anybody. You
Yeah.
didn't see anything. But then they would be calling your house like, somebody took Porcel's guitar. And we know that you know.
Hey, everybody, ianfidance.com for tickets. Thanks for selling out Comedy Connection Rhode Island last weekend. This weekend coming up, I've got New Brunswick, New Jersey, Stress Factory, and then Toronto, Montreal, JFL. No, not Montreal. Toronto, JFL. Comedy Bar, September 26th, 27th. Let's start over. No, just keep it. Keep it. It's fine. Okay. And then I'm going to Omaha Funny Bone, Tulsa, Oklahoma City, Houston, Texas, Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, DC, Minneapolis, Vancouver, and I'm ending the year in San Diego, December 31st, 2 shows. Oh, yeah, and just added Emo's Not Dead cruise, baby. Get your tickets. And Comedy Works Denver downtown in January, the 9th and 10th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. No, I don't know if that's real or not. Oh, my God. Look, I'm just telling you, you got to go get tickets to see me live. It is the 8th through the 10th. ianfidance.com, punchup.live/Jordan Jensen for all her dates. And check out Take Me With You on Netflix. Her debut special out now. It rips. Find out what all the hubbub's about, bub.
And I'm like, I do know, but
Can't say.
yeah. And now most of these people have passed away or they've gone to jail or other things. But I was shook at the time, saying like, hey, I want to be in a band. I don't want this stuff following me around. I want to be successful. I can't. And even then, like, this is in the early 90s. Even then, when you got Ray Cappo leaving messages on your home answer machine going, we need the fucking guitar back and shit like that. So depending on what stories you're referencing, some of them are like great for private conversations.
They're all little
on
fairy
microphone.
tales of just things that could not have happened, but if they did, wow, what a tale. I mean,
Good storytelling.
Sorry to interrupt. We gotta switch his mic with that mic.
Okay.
Is it a little wonky? But it's getting worse.
oh, thank you, Patrick.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would have been my luck. My daughter would be like, your mic was fucked up the whole time and nobody fixed it. But other things like, oh, these guys, smashed out. This band drove all the way up and they got all their windows smashed out, which happened to me as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, you could go on and on and on, and then people want to know about.
Bishop was just on as Blothar and told us a story about how Odorous down in D.C. got beat up by Ian Mackay and Henry Rollins because he like smashed out windows or something, and like it's just so funny hearing about because those things wouldn't happen today. Everybody would be so scared, but it's like it's kind of the reason why I loved this music and these shows in general, because you're like, oh my God,
Anything could happen.
We're all under a contract of knowing like whatever happens here happens here. You don't know if you're gonna like one of my best memories is getting knocked out at one of your shows and waking up in a stretcher and at the Electric Factory and being like, am I gonna be all right? What song did it happen in? I don't remember.
Right.
Like that was so fun.
Well, that's the thing. There's the connectivity that it created with everyone, whether we know it or not. Like Ian threw us out of a show.
Really?
And that's kind of why we started the band.
Get out of here.
Because we just went to the show thinking, because I remember a kid from my school said, it's the guys from Minor Threat. They have another band.
Yeah.
And it's only $5. And we're like, no way. And then we got there.
And you're
like,
not
look at all
allowed
these
to dance.
Yeah, no, they didn't say
They
that.
don't sell T-shirts.
Yeah, they didn't say that.
Yeah.
We were like, look at all these nerds. We're going to mosh the shit out of them.
Yeah.
So then we're in there moshing the shit out, and they stopped the show and like, you guys got to go.
No shit.
Yes.
What year was this?
This was probably 92 or 93.
Yeah.
And we were like, all right, we got to go. And I was like, so wait. So I remember having to have it explained to me. Like, and this is their version of, this is what we didn't have toxic masculinity yet, but we were basically being told this is, the early 90s version of toxic masculinity. And I was like, well, then this needs to be my whole thing. Like, I need to do like this.
I need to make the musical equivalent of
I
Andrew
need to have an
Tate.
entire. I need to have a whole genre of
Yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah.
Because I would go take the train into the city and like go see like Cro-Mags and Marauder, where like 50 people, where one guy just beats up the whole show, and you're diving. This guy moshing with a chain with a padlock at the end of it.
Yeah.
I
Shout
remember-
out Colin of Arabia.
I was gonna say shout out Saab from Marauder. He was, rest in peace, Saab. He was an absolute lunatic. Like we would go to shows at Lemoore, and I mean it was insane what you would witness inside the show. Out, like you show the doors don't even open until 5:30. People are already bleeding outside, and you know things like that. Where now they would be like, the show's canceled, someone's bleeding outside.
Yeah,
It's a hazmat situation. We gotta wipe
Yeah.
everything down. But
So when you got kicked out of the show, how long did it take you to be like, no, I want to make something where people can fucking pop off?
it wasn't long.
Yeah.
And actually, I should ask. Shout out to. I got to shout out. The band was called Level, and Scott, the singer, I think he would know the full story behind the session. But we booked like a studio session. It started as like a joke band where it was like samples of guns being shot off and all this shit.
Which has made a huge comeback
Yeah.
recently.
That's
yes,
big.
Yeah.
the sampling is huge
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
But do they have the clearance, right? Like you need. That's the thing. It's all fun and games until you put it up, and then.
Well, I was in a
Yeah.
ska band, and we like use like Ghostbuster quotes and Billy Madison quotes, and nobody gave a shit about a ska band from
Right.
Delaware.
But is it on Spotify now? Like, can we go stream
is,
it?
yeah.
It is?
Uh-huh.
And you're not getting flagged for the algorithms not picking it up.
Let's hit an ad. BlueChew, folks. Ska promo code for 50% off. I don't know. Whatever. Dude,
great.
actually,
You beat the system.
Our third out. I was telling Lizzy, our third album that we put out was like very, because like me and the
Yeah.
singer were really into hardcore, so we started listening like you guys and Blood for Blood and like Victory Style and everything on the way up to our shows, and so then we put out a song where I sang hardcore vocals like I want to be like Jamey from HATEBREED, and so I'm like dude, I blew my voice out, and it was like my crowning achievement, like sounding tough on this like hard ska song that we wrote, but I'll never
I have
ever
to hear
forget
it. What's
that.
the name of the song?
The name is called Bleeding. So
Nice.
we kind of made it like a joke song in practice, like, and we had like a soft spoken part, like, you know, like AFI on like Total Immortal, where he'd like speak about in the fields and the flowers are all dying, and then it would come in with like a hard
Yes.
part. We like did that, and then I was like, well, I want to do like screaming vocals, and I was so bad at guitar by that point, I was like phased out of the band, like, you could scream
Yeah.
a little.
Go ahead,
Like, I'm
scream.
still relevant. You know?
Well, I wonder why no one ever did ska with like heavy breakdowns. Was that ever a thing?
Well, dude, Link 80 was like a Ska-core hard ska band, and there's this great band from Jersey called Best of the Worst of the Best. Fuck, but they are like very like heavy with breakdowns and screaming and ska, and I would love to hear like a breakdown with like fucking demonic horns
Yeah.
and everything. That'd be
Yeah.
so sick.
I'm surprised no one took that and ran with it, because
Yeah.
you know how there's all these like different mashups now, like the country
Yep.
core and
Yeah.
and the Blink 182 with the breakdowns,
Yeah.
like the pop punk with the heavy.
core, yeah.
So that, and then obviously the rap.
Plus, you could like beat someone over the head with a trombone, but they're expensive to like fix.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why it never happened in ska shows.
Is there tuba in ska?
No.
No, that's why is that
That's
off
like one
limits?
step too far.
Yeah, why?
Yeah.
Why?
It's like, guys, we're
Too
fucking
funny?
goofy, but we're not that good.
Yeah.
Time for the tuba breakdown.
because you could get real low, and
Yeah.
because you know how the breakdowns are all tuned to
Yeah.
like G now. Some of it I can't even really make out, which that's
Well,
the kids really love though that shit.
There's this new thing. Turnstile kind of started with that, like when the breakdown hits, it's like boom, like it sounds
the
like
808.
I guess I don't know, but it like hits like a deeper like. And like Speed has done it, and but I think doing that with a tuba would be
Yes.
pretty cool.
Fucking sick.
That's fucked up. They excluded the tuba from ska. I never
That's
knew
what I'm
that.
saying. Yeah.
I don't really like that.
You got some time? Let's start a hardcore tuba ska band.
Dude, we'll put it together like a Backstreet Boys of ska and hardcore. We'll make. They have to all be sex symbols. Like it has to be. Like they have to look like Harry Styles, but
Yes.
like throw down in the pit.
Perfect.
And work
And
the
play
trombone.
tuba.
Yep.
yeah.
Why? Because so what is it? It's trumpet, trombone.
Trumpet, trombone, sax, tenor sax.
Yeah.
Some bands that have like the harder feel to them don't have trumpet because it's very like so they just do like double sax or some shit for the deeper, like, you know. But
I never got super deep into it, but I remember I got backstage at a Boston show one time, and I remember thinking, these guys are cool. Like, these guys are badasses. The guy has, you know, Dickie, I think's the singer's name.
Dickie Barrett.
He had like the growly voice. Like, he has a one-of-a-kind voice. And then when it blew up huge, that was when it was like, wow, literally anything is possible. Like, even then I thought, wow, there's less gatekeepers.
Right.
Because with the Fugazi thing, with getting thrown out of the show, I was like, wow, they're kind of like gatekeeping moshing and shit, like, which is not really cool, but they're huge, right? You'd see like, this is when I used to say, like, patches would be like platinum. Like, before you knew, like, if you, like, what was the band, Avail?
Right. Yeah.
Patch
Richmond, Virginia.
platinum.
Yeah.
Right.
Like that, like, they would have a platinum plaque, but for patches. Same with Fugazi.
Wait,
where,
what do you mean for patches?
like, you know, you get a platinum album,
right?
You sell 1 million copies. They must have sold 1 million patches.
Right.
Oh.
Remember
for
that
like
patch?
backpacks and like
Yes.
what do they call
Jackets.
Yeah,
Battle jackets,
Battle
battle
jackets,
vests.
yeah,
Or
yeah.
they didn't call
Oh,
them.
yeah.
Maybe they called them not in that world,
yeah.
right? But I guess for punk, like the Casualties and Leftover Crack. Wait, was Leftover Crack kind of ska adjacent?
Yeah, I mean, Choking Victim, I consider ska because they had upbeats and everything and like reggae parts, and then Leftover Crack was ska, but
both were patch platinum,
oh,
right?
totally, yeah. I mean, gutter punks don't have blankets; they have patches.
Yes, yes. But in seeing them, I used to think, oh, you're playing Toad's Place, like, you're huge, you made it.
Yeah.
One time I went down there, Ramones was playing, and they were in a van, and I was like, wait, the Ramones are in a van? Then I went to see White Zombie, and I think it was Testament. They were in buses.
Yeah.
So I would put 2 and 2 together, like, okay, you can be, like, to me, Ramones was as big as you could get, famous as you get. I always thought they stayed the course. Like, they were consistent. Even, like, I love Brain Drain.
Right.
Do you like that album? Have you ever heard it? It's great.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good, but it's not my favorite.
All right. Well, some people were like, this is too overproduced. It's too polished. They're not punk anymore. They're trying to be rock. They got the song in the movie. I was like, that's amazing. You got the song at Pet Cemetery. That's a huge opportunity. So in seeing all that stuff, I was kind of like putting it all together to kind of apply to what we were doing.
So you were like tinkering off the rip of like, all right, well, I'm not allowed to do this at this show, so I want to make something where you can do this. So you were like figuring out a way to navigate by seeing all these different things and putting it together. And when you created like HATEBREED off the rip, it was just like, this is like music to fucking
go nuts.
Yes.
go nuts to. And then how did it transition to becoming like fucking, I mean, even like being at the VMAs and like Ozzfest obviously was like huge and everything. How did that transition happen?
The transition happened because it was like there was nowhere else to go with it. You know, we had done 5 years of touring and thought, okay, even though some bands, like I used to say, does Gorilla Biscuits need a second record? Does Judge need a second record? Like, think about it. Even there are some people like they only listen to
that one record.
To Age of Quarrel.
Right.
And that's it.
Yeah, they're like Alpha Omega doesn't exist.
Right.
Yeah.
So we were touring for 5 years, and I'm thinking, yeah, like maybe we'll just be one of those bands. Like, and it worked for all these other bands to just. But then you see when you get to like North Dakota or you get to Montana or like we were opening in arenas for Slipknot, and you can't get the record. There is no cool Generation Records or Rhymes Records. There's no hipster place where you could go get. So where do the kids get the records out there? They go to Best Buy. They go to Walmart. You know. So then it was like, how do we get distribution to get the records out here? Because that was another thing I saw, which was I would see bands that were huge in Connecticut, and I would think, oh, this band is huge everywhere. Then I would take a train to D.C. or Philly or New York, and there'd be 20 people at the show.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I would ask, why? Why is this? Well, they don't have distribution or they don't have a radio station here. It's not like that now, right? With the internet.
You sound like people that go to my shows. Man, how come there's no one here? Distribution.
Yeah. I get a lot of. How come I never heard of you? Couldn't tell you. I'm on the web.
But you know what the beauty of that is that billions of people
Yeah.
that are
Yeah.
ready to be your fan at any
Totally.
at any moment.
Yeah.
And they don't even know that you're their favorite artist or their favorite comedian or favorite band.
Right.
And you got to go out and do the work and get it in front of their face or
Yeah.
get it to their ears or their eyes.
And make it accessible to people who don't live in like cool places.
Yes.
Because that's the people that are going to fucking eat it up.
Yeah.
You know, the people who have access to all the hip stuff, it's like they're busy, they're done.
Yep.
You know, you got to get it in the middle of nowhere to those people.
And they weren't real fans. The
Yeah.
second time around, they're not there.
Yeah, totally.
You're like, I
Right,
thought you were a
right.
fan. No, I went already. Wait, so you're not going to go on
Yeah.
this new record?
Well, that-
No, I don't like the new record.
yeah.
I thought you were a real fan.
But but I live in a cool place and it's cool to not like the new record.
Right.
You know?
That's one of the coolest things about touring for so long and like hitting these markets that I hit every year is like people are like, dude, I've seen you 6 times. Like, I'll
Yeah.
see you every time you can. And I'm like, that's the fucking best, dude. These people that rock with you through
Yeah.
every evolution, every time you're in town, they come to see you. And also like I'm only assuming this is where the conversation is going, but you know, putting something else out for them to have, not just like that one
Yes.
album.
Yeah.
You know, not just that one thing. You know, like I do a different set every show, so people buy tickets to see my early Friday, and then they'll buy tickets to see the late Saturday to see like the difference. Because I want my comedy to be like one of your shows. Like you don't know what the fuck is gonna happen, but
Yeah.
I'm here to be in this thing that I'm really only gonna catch once, and I'm not gonna see this ever again. So I gotta see it as many times as possible.
That's
Like,
a
that's
really
what
Yeah.
I want my
Yeah.
comedy and seeing me live to be.
That's a really good point because you never know when you're going to have that moment in time that might be similar to say when, you know, Kiss dropped 3 records in 3 years or Iron Maiden dropped 3 records in 3 years. Like that used to be a thing where it was like if you wanted to be prolific, you had to deliver.
Yes.
But they also weren't doing 300-400 shows a year.
Yeah.
Right.
Like they could rest, get another advance from the label,
Yeah.
actually go to a nice studio and record. I actually kind of see that happening now with music where I tell bands like you should just go and get 3 records in a can. There are bands that do that they don't obviously want it known, but they'll go in and they'll do 2 or 3 records with a producer and then they'll stagger them out over
No shit.
3 or 4 years. Yeah, there's a bunch of bands that do that. So I kind of want to do that over the next 3 years, but I want to be public about it because I want to involve the fans and I want to go to different studios and I want to, like when we were at Milwaukee Metalfest, I saw the guys from Speed and I was like, damn, I should have brought the laptop and the mobile rig. I would have had you do backups, like gang
shit.
vocals.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so, you know, I'm going to go to New Orleans for Skankfest 2 days before, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring them
announced.
there. I don't think it's being announced,
Right.
but what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to get all comedians to do backups. So you could do gang vocals
Dude.
on the album.
Dude.
Oh
Right?
my God.
Dude.
Yeah, and we're going to do it at a studio in New Orleans.
I am there.
You got to. And then
Oh
also,
my God.
you got to
my
recommend
God.
to me who can do like covers during the set. And
I
stuff.
can.
Okay, good.
Only me.
He was doing you.
Because like Dean
been
Del
doing
Rey
you.
will fucking
Right.
crush. Like there's a
Right.
bunch of dudes that will get up and play, you know, instruments or jam or play
Dude.
drums or
Oh
whatever.
my God.
That's so
Holy
cool.
fuck.
But yeah,
I would fucking that if I sang Worlds Apart with you guys, I would jump
yeah,
off
you
the
gotta.
stage and make everyone not catch me so I could die. I'd be like, I'm happy.
But what would be great too is if like I'll get them to learn a ska song or something and we'll fucking
Oh, dude.
we'll bust. Like
Yeah.
what's like the ska version of like Waiting Room or one of like what's like the
I mean, honestly, I think like a hit by Real Big Fish or Mighty Mighty Boss. So it's like Someday I
Okay.
Suppose is I think one of the best ska songs ever. Drug Church covers that song.
Really?
And it's so good. It's great. Yeah.
Drug Church? Do they have a problem like when they go to customs and stuff?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What are you here for? We're Drug Church.
Drug church.
Because I made the mistake of wearing my Terror hoodie one time, and it was like they're like, "Sir,"
Oh, that rules.
and I didn't even realize like, "Oh shit, yeah, I'm just a walking red
I just
flag."
bought a shirt. I was saying earlier, I just bought a shirt. I'm going to Miami tomorrow. I'm seeing Blink-182 tomorrow night with some of my friends from high school.
Nice.
And I bought a shirt at a vintage store with a picture of. Remember that iconic photo of Elian Gonzalez in the closet with the armed federal agent with the gun in his head? and there's a picture of that, and it says federal child abuse, and on the back in Spanish it says, "We are with you, Elian." So I'm gonna wear that to the airport tomorrow because I'm going to Miami.
Jokes on you, TSA.
Yeah. Jokes on you when I'm not allowed to leave this basement.
I'm always just accidentally in the airport on the phone telling somebody that I bombed, and then I have to look around and be like, at comedy, just being a clown, and they didn't really care for what I was doing up there.
Did you ever meet Tom or Mark or Travis?
No, I'd love to.
Dude, I'll make a call because
that'd be unreal.
Like Wayne, our guitar player, he went and was just broing down with Tom.
Oh my
just
God.
him and
That's so
Tom,
cool.
I think, and his girlfriend, like backstage. Because you get to a certain, I think when you get to that level,
Yeah.
you think that they're being punished like nonstop, but they've actually changed their number like so many times, just and just have, I guess, isolated where then it's okay for you to go and punish them,
Right?
Because there's less punishers. Now.
I got
Yeah.
you.
Not that you'd be a punisher, but I think
where do they meet me? You're gonna regret making that call. Because in my mind,
punish the fuck out
we
of
would
them.
be best friends.
no. Well, I need you to find out about like, you know, the UAPs and the whole. Like, I need some disclosure.
Absolutely.
It's getting a little ridiculous at this point. Like
Yeah.
they're always like honey-dicking us into some new announcement, and then it's like, dude, we heard this shit for 30 years.
Bro, my buddy Dan Saint Germain, fan of the show, good bud. He is so obsessed with it to the point where it's like was so interesting to me that it's almost like a turnoff now. Because I'm like, "What's up, man? How you doing?" He's like, "Dude, there's a new thing in the news about this." I'm like, "All right, man, I gotta have coffee, and then we can talk."
And then we can
okay?
figure it out.
I was just checking in. You know?
The Tic Tac.
Yeah. You know this, and then he names all these people that I'm supposed to know. He's like, you know, Franklin Water Bottle, who actually came out with a press release, and you know, and I'm like, who the fuck? He's like, dude, he's been working for the CIA for 30 minutes. What are you, an idiot? And I'm like, I am an idiot.
Yeah.
So,
Well, the people we know from that movement are like too commercial now.
Yeah.
Like we know the ones that they've already are like written off as like, no, they're just complete frauds.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
They're what do they
Yeah.
call it? Like
There's now hipster UAP people.
Yes.
They're like, there's this new guy on the sea, man, but I don't want to tell you about.
but
him.
I'm so over it. Like I'm beyond over it where cuz I used to when I would drive the van, I would listen to Art Bell and Coast to Coast and you know all those different radio shows on like AM radio.
Was everyone digging it with you, or were you like the lone wolf in the van? Like, oh, Jamie's on his shit again.
Listen.
yeah.
It depended on the lineup of because that was when it was just like a revolving door lineup of the band, and it also depended on the time of day or night and if we had a separate cab because we went through a lot of different vans.
Yeah.
But I do remember one guy who filled in on drums on just one tour was into it. But this was back when you were really like a crazy person if you listened to that.
Yeah.
If you even remotely but I was like one of those kids that was scarred by Communion and Whitley Strieber's book. Like I saw the book and then we did a show, I think. Do you know that guy Mancow?
Mancow, how do I know that name?
From Chicago. He used to do a radio show. He might still do it.
I know that name.
But he was like a shock jock, like a
Okay.
morning zoo.
Right.
Hopefully, I if I'm mischaracterizing him, I apologize. But we went to go play like live on the radio, Chicago,
Yeah.
Q101 or whatever it is. And it's like, and it was supposed to be shocking. He's like, this is the type of music, you know, you kill Iraqis to and shit like that. You're like, dude, what is this guy? Like, what is going on here?
Dude,
I think he actually said that.
that like time and in culture of where everyone was like, that's what we're doing.
Yep.
Like it was just, dude, there was, I remember I went to an open mic show years ago before I even started doing stand up, and a guy was on stage who his opening joke was like, yeah, I'm a Iraqi war veteran, and people always ask me, did I end up killing any Iraqis? And I'm like, no, that's horrible. But we were mowing them down in Afghanistan, and everybody was like, fuck yeah. It was like 2003. Everybody's like, ah. And I'm like, what the fuck is that?
No,
Holy
it was
shit.
Dude, it was crazy.
Holy
It
shit.
was crazy because it was in and out of commercial breaks and shit too. So they're like, all right, we're gonna talk to Willie Strieber. He was rammed up the ass by an alien, and you're like, dude, what? And he walked through, and I like turned white
through.
because no, shout out to Whitley. Like I think he was on Sally Jesse Raphael or one of those, maybe Donahue or one of those, and I told my mother, what is going on? There's creatures from and she's like, I don't know. You're supposed to say to your kid like, no, don't worry about it. This guy's
real.
full of shit. But she was like, I don't know. It could be possible. I'm like, what? You're an adult. You're supposed to have your shit together.
Santa's real. There could be aliens. What?
So that guy, he had him on his show, and that's when I realized, like, oh shit, everybody's connected. It's a way smaller world than you think it is, and what you think about, you bring about type of thing. And this is like 20-something years ago. But that story, and then I think Travis, what's the other one who Fire in the Sky was based off? Travis Walton. All those are like the OG stories. We don't hear a lot of abductee type of stories now, but we see
the actual things flying.
Yeah.
Right.
But my thing is like, can you imagine having that legitimately happen to you and saying it with all the conviction in the world, and everyone in the world is like, you're crazy. You're a kook.
Yeah, can you
You're
imagine
insane.
being
well,
a
that's
woman?
why I believe him. But see, that's the thing.
Can you imagine being a woman in comedy? Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No, I don't want to live in hell. No, I'd be tired of getting everything just because of my gender. Anyway, what were you saying, Jamie?
No,
It is. I'm really busy.
I'd be so tired of getting the benefit of the doubt.
there was a time where everything that was told to me by like people who were in positions of power or authority was just completely wrong and total bullshit. So when I saw him in person at the Man Cow show or whatever, and I was terrified, I was like, this is a real person. Somehow we've come into contact. And I think that's one of the book is called Communion, if you ever want to read it. It was like he sold millions of books. It was a big thing. You never heard of it?
I don't think so.
So how old are you?
28.
Okay, so
I'm
I guess
40.
it's
How old are you?
40. I just turned 48. Which, by the way, shout out to Wayne, our guitar player. He gave me a year of my life back. I thought I was gonna be 48 last year,
Bro.
and he's like, dude, because I
thought he gave you like a kidney or something
No.
when you first said that.
Yeah.
he just had brain surgery. He's healing up great. He sounds great. He looks
Wow.
great.
Shout out.
Shout out to Wayne. But last year he goes, no, dude, you're 47. Because I have time blindness.
Yeah.
I'll say, oh, this was 2008. They're like, dude, that was 94.
Yeah.
Well, from being on the road so much, everything is a fucking blur.
It is.
And everything is like just ends up being a mishmash of like, wait, what,
Yeah.
where? And so, but like, I feel that way, and I couldn't imagine the tour schedule and the life you've lived
Yeah.
in the world you've lived, where you are so time blind. You're like, I'm how old?
Yeah.
No, I couldn't believe it. He gave me a year of my life.
That's amazing.
hilarious. I was so thrilled because I'm not even good with birthdays, and I know it really hurts people.
Yeah.
So I want to say shout out to Jackie from Sound Talent. I'm so sorry I forgot her birthday.
Shout out,
Happy
Jackie.
birthday, Jackie. But like people forget my birthday. I don't
Yeah.
take it
I
to
forgot.
heart. But for some people, it's super important. Like
Yeah.
and nostalgia and things like that. I'm always kind of, what am I doing today? I don't worry about tomorrow so much. I don't really worry about yesterday, but people are sensitive.
I would love to live in a world where you go, I was given a year of my life back because I was abducted by aliens. That's where I thought that was going.
Well, what if we get a flood of like emails and fucking DMs on Instagram where like, there is a ton of abduction cases recently, but the media's suppressing them.
Yeah, it's
You
called
asshole.
going to Skankfest. get ready, buddy. You're going to get an earful.
But the current disclosure or whatever, I'm like, it's too little too late. We don't care. We would have cared in the 90s,
Yeah.
would have cared in the early 2000s.
Dude, but nobody, that's the thing. Everything is put in front of our face on Front Street.
Right.
And it's like, But all right,
Yeah.
Like we're watching fucking an extinction movement of people in place right before our eyes, and we're like, well, I don't know. Did you say what Hoda did on Love Island?
Yeah,
Like,
there's
it's like,
way too much going on for
That's
someone
the
to get
thing, it's like,
abducted by aliens.
We're getting so inundated with so many things. Like there's actual factual evidence that fucking like the government is covering up everything having to do with Epstein,
Yeah.
like the biggest sex crimes in the history of our like lives, and we're just like, well, I don't know, what's the next thing?
Yeah.
Like, and
Yeah.
because it's like once you become aware and you do verify it, well, then what? What do you do? I don't know. But they do, when something does come out, there does seem to be some magical distraction that
Yes.
comes
At the
to
same
like
time.
dart our eyes away from like the fact that yes, there are these, like, what are they called? Not the White Walkers, like the white handsome people, the white slender people.
Skinwalker?
There's like no, there's like a legitimate like alien that people are
Oh, yeah, there's
interacting
different
with
species.
in like area like 57 or some shit that like has conferences with governmental agencies and like updates, and they're called like the white handsome. Will you look this up, please, so I don't sound like I'm losing a
Yeah,
year
I'm
of
gonna
my
be
life
honest.
right
I'm
now?
lost on that.
Yeah, okay. White people are
They're not
aliens.
Yeah, yeah.
They're not the
Handsome
Greys.
whites.
Yes,
Not-
the government
not
is
the
meeting with
Greys.
handsome whites.
The Greys, everybody know. Like the Greys are too commercial now.
Maybe it's
now
the Greys.
You're like the underground version of the species of alien are that we don't know about. Like the ones that aren't commercial yet are these ones. Like these are like
But they say that they're already out there among us.
okay.
But will you? Am I?
I've heard skinwalkers before, and the gray.
But I thought that was like ghost related.
Ghosts have everyone's concentrated on aliens, but
Well, what
ghosts
about
haven't gotten too
ghosts?
much shine recently.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I'm
No.
Girls who look like me are still doing ghost stuff.
You guys are
We're
still
still
doing
talking
witch
to them.
stuff.
Yeah, we are. And ghost
Yeah.
stuff and witch stuff.
And girls that look like you are still doing Me Too stuff.
Yeah, and boy are we. And you know what? I'll say anything.
Hey, listen, you can take a ride up to Monroe, Connecticut now because comedian dude.
Matt Rife just bought the
Bought-
Annabelle house.
Yes.
And he bought the Annabelle doll.
Yeah.
Which is fucking
What a
insane.
freak.
Why would you do that?
I didn't know he
No,
was
I know.
freaky like
Why
that.
would you? Someone's got a new crush.
No, I could never.
he
There's
could-
no amount of freaky that gets me into crowd work, guy.
How long have you had that pussy?
He's so not your type. Matt
No,
Rife.
oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm blushing over Gwar, and I would kick
Oh yeah,
Matt
yeah.
Rife
She's
out of
literally
bed.
like, "Will you fuck me, but wear the suit?"
Yeah.
And then Matt Rife is like, "I'm the most handsome man of all time." You're like,
You know I filled in for Gwar.
when?
I was Bone Crusher.
Oh my
Bone
God.
Snapper.
Sick.
Sorry, Bone Crusher is a rapper from Atlanta. Bone,
Bone
Snapper.
Please do not get the two
Yes.
confused. Jamie, you didn't have to do blackface as well.
No, it was so depressing because I got off stage and I went back. We were in Austin for this. I did 2 shows. Shout out to Bob. He had to fly back. This was my claim to fame for a long time, was that I was in Gwar for 2 shows.
What year
Wow.
was this?
2008, I'm going to say, or 2009.
Wow.
But you don't even get like a, hey, good show, bro.
Yeah.
Because
Oh yeah.
there's
Because
no
nobody
glory.
knows it's you.
Right.
No.
So you
And
just
it-
shoehorned
Wow.
it in a
And
conversation.
I was like, I'm like, can you believe this? I'm out here, I'm ripping Hillary Clinton's tits off. I'm aiming the shit. I got to wear a cup so the hose doesn't rip a testicle
Yeah.
off, like with the blade and the other thing. And
And if
I-
anyone hasn't seen that, you sound so insane.
yeah.
You're like, yeah, I ripped Hillary Clinton's tits off. They're like, what?
I timed it perfectly. I got the girl in the front row who was like going like this.
Oh, yeah.
And there's no fame or glory behind it.
No,
It's
there
so
really isn't.
thankless.
And then you're just covered in shit, like space jizz and all this stuff for
Yeah.
days, and you smell weird.
Yeah.
But they did give me an axe, a Gwar axe, which I think I'm gonna give it to you.
Dude.
Yeah,
That would be amazing. Hey, everybody. It's your old pal Ian here to tell you about his favorite product. That's right. Say it with me. BlueChew. It's time to give that third leg a workout with BlueChew. BlueChew is the original brand offering chewable tablets for better sex, better lay, better love. But it's not just a tablet. It's a total cheat code. That's right. It is a tablet, and it makes your mouth blue. Fix it, BlueChew. But that's okay. I love BlueChew. It helps. I haven't taken it in a while because I haven't needed to take it because I am on a self-imposed sabbatical from SEX.
I did try the other day. I would have, but the girl told me she did not want to go on a second date. So I used BlueChew when I got home, and I turned that sad erection around into a upside down frown, a smile when I jizzed. And BlueChew helped me get there. We've got a special deal for our listeners. As always, get your first month of BlueChew free. Use promo code SKA at checkout and just pay $5 for shipping. That's it. Join BlueChew's mission to upgrade humanity one thrust at a time. Head to BlueChew.com for details and safety info. Procrastinators, watch out. Mint Mobile's best deal of the year is ending soon. 50% off unlimited premium wireless for new customers. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month when you switch, all while keeping the coverage and speed you're used to. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan. Keep your phone number and all your contacts. It couldn't be easier to make the switch. I like Mint Mobile because you get 3 months of unlimited premium wireless for $15 a month. That's, do the math with me, $45. But hurry, because this deal ends September 22nd. Quit stalling and start saving when you make the switch. Shop plans at mintmobile.com/ska. That's mintmobile.com/ska. SKA. Upfront payment of $45 required, equivalent to $15 per month. Let's do the math. That's $15 per month. Limited time new customer offer for first 3 months only. Speeds may slow above 35 gigabytes on unlimited plan. Taxes and fees extra. See Mint Mobile for details. Hey everybody, I am so excited to tell you about Zippix. That's right, Zippix. What's Zippix? I'll tell you. If you're ready to try something new with your nicotine routine, you need Zippix toothpicks. They're nicotine and flavor-infused toothpicks that you can use anytime, anywhere, like me when I'm flying. And I'm not allowed to smoke cigarettes anymore because we live in a draconian society with outdated laws where they want to suppress humans to not feel joy. So I can't smoke cigarettes. So what do I do on a flight? I go, oh, Zippix. Oh, open Zippix. Toothpick. Oh, cinnamon. I love it. Reminds me of a girl I met down in Tulsa. Anyway, I really like Zippix because I'm not lying. I use them on flights. I use them in rental cars. I use them walking around because you can't smoke all the time, which if I were God, I'd allow. But if I also were God, I'd say, since you can't smoke all the time, let me give you something that'll help you along the way. Because I don't like the other stuff people are doing. I don't like vaping. I don't like any of that. I like toothpicks. I feel like an old cowboy on the range. Hey, partner. Anyway, for something nicotine-free, check out their Zip Energy toothpicks infused with B12 and 30 milligrams of caffeine for a midday pick-me-up. That's like drinking a coffee on a stick. It's my favorite. I love coffee and I love cigarettes, but now I love Zippix. Zippix have already helped hundreds of thousands of customers get their nicotine fix. So what are you waiting for? Got some nicotine-infused toothpicks today at zippixtoothpicks.com. Get 10% off your first order with code IAN, that's me, at checkout. That's code IAN, I-A-N, at zippixtoothpicks.com, Z-I-P-P-I-X toothpicks.com to get 10% off your first order. Must be 21 or older to order. Warning, nicotine is an addictive chemical. Zip more, smoke less with Zippix nicotine toothpicks. And let me tell you this. They sent me this cool little container that sticks in my pocket, and I go, hold on. It's simple. Wow. It's easy. Zippix. I'm a toothpick walrus.
I'll give it to you for the studio.
Dude,
That would
I
look
would
sick in here.
love that.
Because
would
it
look
needs
awesome.
to go somewhere where it can be fully appreciated.
Yeah.
Dude.
Because it's right now, it's kind of, it's on my wall, but I'm in this thing where I've been having these dreams where I give away all my stuff. Is this a really bad sign?
I mean, that's
But
usually
it's
what people
something.
do before they kill
No,
themselves.
Yeah,
see, okay.
yeah.
So, well, but it felt.
Keep
felt-
the axe, Jamey.
No, it
we
felt-
need you.
It felt so freeing. Like I gave away all this crap and
Yeah.
people came to my house and I woke up and I was like, that was the best dream.
Wow.
So I've been starting to do it. And it
And
makes,
how does that feel?
it makes people super happy. Like
Yeah.
something that I don't value, when you just go give somebody something, it makes them super stoked.
That's so cool. Why don't
So-
you start not valuing money?
Well, I did set up a festival called Milwaukee Metalfest. Which, by the way, no, but tickets will be on sale soon. Father's Day weekend, 2026.
There it is.
Metalfest.com. I bought Metalfest.com. I got it.
Really?
Yes.
Incredible.
Yeah. So all these assholes are trying to, trademark. You know who you are. No,
Bro,
I'm
my-
busting them.
I shout out Kareem Rama, good friend of the show, guy that does Subway Takes. He and I were like joking around about something, and I was like, dude, actually, that's like a really fucking good idea. He's like, yeah, you better buy that Webb
Domain.
domain before someone else does. And I'm like, oh, dude, who's gonna buy that? And he sends
Yeah.
me a screenshot. He had just bought it. I was like, you motherfucker.
Oh, I have so many that
Really?
I thought were gonna be big.
Shut the fuck
Oh, like
up.
I have like MJ is innocent and shit. Like
the
I have the worst ones. I wish I should make a list. Like I had like all these Michael
MJ
Jackson ones. I'm like, I'm gonna sell it for $5,000. I got it for
buy that
$80.
site?
No, like because there was so many weird sites at one point
Yeah.
that now are all.
Have any of them paid off?
I think I sold one of them.
What?
I don't remember now, but it was not. I think I sold it for like $300.
You should buy OnlyFans with the Z.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Mm.
I was buying like one letter off,
Right.
or like
Right.
there was a couple of those, but those
Like
are
a
no
horny
good.
guy typing in like playboy.com and it's
You
like playboy.
You can't even get like Google with 3 O's or 4 O's
Yeah.
anymore.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
I have a fake website that comedian Dave Ross made for me. That's lizzy.guns.beer. That's pretty fun.
Wow,
That's
you can
fun.
get
You
two
can do
dots
any.
in there.
You get 2 dots, and you don't need a com at all.
Yeah.
Really?
You can just do .beer if you want.
Okay. Yeah, because that's what happens when you go to buy a website. It'll be
Yeah.
like, oh, .info is available, or well, I didn't know .beer.
Yeah, and if you click on it, it's a picture of me, and it says I'm a huge bitch.
That's great.
Yeah. It's like
Well-
downtown Toronto, a lot of dots.
Sorry, we went on my Patreon. We'll call this full Timmy tangent. Like, what's wait? Oh, wait, I just got what you meant. Thank you.
You're a good person.
You know, I sang for the SOD tribute, and there's a lyric in there that is like, "What's that dot on your head? Do you use it to see?"
No shit.
Yeah, but during the show, oh, they also have a song called "Fuck the Middle East," and during the show, I high-fived a woman in a burqa.
That's so sick.
She was crowd surfing and moshing. It was awesome.
Dude, that's
Oh
great.
my
At the
God.
Haywire show a couple weeks ago, there's this girl that goes to shows all the time and covered full burqa, just fucking
Yeah.
rocking it. It was fucking sick.
And she was at the Gwar HATEBREED show a couple weeks ago.
Probably.
I think she crowd surfed and I high-fived her again.
Dude, maybe, yeah.
But I was like, wow, she goes from Milwaukee to Richmond. She's
It's-
diehard as they come.
Well, let's be honest, it's probably different people. Seeing someone in a burqa, they enjoys our music, and we're like, yep, that's Fatima.
But listen, in her defense, I do see a lot of like bearded guys where I'm like, is that the same
Yeah.
guy from
Yeah.
And then they're looking at us
like bearded tattooed
yep,
guys?
just same
like,
old
Same
white guy
guy.
making the rounds.
wow, how did he get from Minnesota to New Jersey? But yeah, we went full on my Patreon. I call this like full Timmy tangent, like when we go full from Whitley Strieber to Fugazi or whatever. But just to bring it back around, Fugazi, you know, by them throwing us out of the show and by them saying, you know, don't mosh here or whatever, I didn't view it as like, oh, these are people who grew up or they evolved. Like they were into this shit, like this super aggressive hardcore music 15 years prior. I've had similar experiences where I thought, okay, now we've gone, like, because you can always go too far.
Of course.
Right?
Yeah.
Like with extremes. It's like if you start going down, like, say, the death metal world. Like, I was just listening to a band where the guy sounds like a cricket. Like, I'm so far. No, it's great. Guttilax, please. We just played with them. And they do the check. The guy was checking the mic like a cricket. It was amazing. It's
When did that pig squeal? When did that come in? Because I cannot get on board with that. I know everyone likes them, but fuck torture.
The breed?
I like the message. They're great, but the music, is it a big joke I'm not in on? What the fuck? I can't do it. I went to some girl's place and she put torture on and was like, fuck me. And I was like, I'm leaving. This is crazy. Are you kidding me? I am the one who squeals.
There's one pig in this bedroom, and it's me, baby.
And it's me. Now let me pull your little tail.
You're talking about the breeze. The breeze. Like, that was the thing on MySpace. Like, the breeze back in the day was like breathe, where the bands. I think it was started. Look this up. I could be wrong, but I think it started with a band from New Jersey, Waking the Cadaver. I think they were the one that put the brie, but it was called a pig squeal, but it was spelled.
What is a brie?
Like, just
Can
like.
you make the noise?
Phonetically,
Brie?
it's like B-R-E.
You
Okay,
go,
like
brie.
how would you spell like what Chewbacca does? HLNNRRR. Like, how would you spell it?
Yeah, like RARHLLL.
So in the comics, I think it's spelled HLRNNNN, like or something.
Oh, okay.
But so on the memes and stuff with the death metal pig squeal, I think it was spelled brie.
Brie.
Like brie.
Like brie?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Yes. But we've graduated. That was like that's done.
done.
That's MySpace.
That's done.
The new shit is the cricket. shit, dude.
And how does the cricket go?
It's like I can't even do it.
Dude.
No, they have like you can get lessons. Like, these guys make money.
Fucking death metal is just a speak and spell now. Where it's like, what does a cow do? And it's like, have you heard moo-core?
No, this is your new favorite band.
Yeah.
Guttilax.
Guttilax.
I showed it to our friend our friend who was backstage, and actually I showed it to Frank, our guitar player, who was like, this is amazing. I love this band. I said, I'm booking them for Milwaukee Metalfest. I don't care what I have to do. Then I find out we're playing with them in Portugal. We changed bus calls so we could stay to see them.
No shit.
Yeah, the crowd was insane. They're throwing toilet paper. One of his pre-show, one of his pre-song banters. You know, like my banter is like, "How you doing tonight? Great to be back." You know, whatever, blah blah blah.
Hello, Starland Ballroom for the 90 millionth time.
Yes, circle pit.
Yeah.
But his was like, "All right, this song is about when you eat corn and you shit it out, and then you take the shit and you separate the corn from the shit and you put it back in a pan and you cook it and then you eat it again." And the crowd's like, "Ah!" And it's called poop corn. No, it was, and the place is going crazy. There was shit on fire. Dude, you don't know Guttilax?
No.
Oh my God.
I'm still catching up on watching old Blood for Blood videos where fucking Rob's like, "You can suck my short Irish cock. I'm pissing all over your hopes and dreams." And I'm like, that's good stage banter.
Which, by the way, so we're in Portugal or Spain or both. And so our tour manager goes, "Oh, no, maybe it was Paris. It was the day after this show."
Right.
He goes, "Oh, you just missed, remember Mike from Blood for Blood? Yeah, he's here with his family on vacation." I was like, so shout out to Mike from Blood for Blood. He was just there.
Really?
I just missed him. We had a day off. And, so back to Guttilax.
Yeah.
So can we say Wigger on this? On this,
Wigger, but
well, okay.
Yeah, go ahead. That's
Well,
how
so
you're
there was
supposed to say it.
so
You gotta mean it.
Yeah,
so the
you
guy-
can say whatever you want.
so the
this
guy-
is America, Jamie. This isn't your little Portugal with Guttilax, okay?
So the guy we played the Guttilax to backstage.
That sounds like a cleaning product. I'm gonna be honest.
Or like a medication,
Have
a
you
gas
tried
medication.
Guttilax.
He goes, "Wait, so what genre is this?" He goes, "Is this Wigger Slam like you were telling me about?" I was like, "Wait, I told you about Wigger Slam?"
That's a
that
category?
So that was a genre.
I believe it's called E-Town Concrete. Shout out one of my favorite bands of all time. I love you so much.
Dude, where was I going with that?
Guttilax,
Oh,
Wigger-core,
Wigger Slam.
Wigger Slam, crickets.
There was an artist that a friend showed me, and it was called Cemetery Rapist.
I told you, don't mention my day job on this show. Everyone has to think I'm a full-time comic.
when my daughter was little, she was like, "Dad, I she's like 5. She's like, Dad, I told them you were in a band. I told them the name of your band was HATEBREED. And I was like, hey, so now when I hear these other bands' names, I'm like, you're luckily wasn't Cemetery Rapist.
My dad's in Cemetery Rapist.
My
dad's just in Cemetery.
My dad's in
Mine too.
Yeah. My dad's in
No,
These
he's
Nuts.
cremated.
I don't really know where
my
he
dad's in Urn on the Shelf.
That's good.
band.
No, but my friend was trolling me. It wasn't a genre called Wigger Slam. The guy was just he looked like he was in E-Town, but he was playing death.
Oh, hilarious.
But I thought it was like a movement.
Yeah.
Which maybe it became. I don't know.
It sure
but
did in comedy.
Huh?
Wigger's in comedy?
What is that?
There's just a bunch of guys doing black
Oh, like
voice
Indian
stuff.
comics?
Hey.
Oh, sorry. That's that thing.
Who,
I'll
like
do.
Dane
I
Cook?
like Matt
what is
Rife,
that?
Oh, Matt
He's
Rife.
doing that.
He's got black voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does he?
He's definitely putting I don't think he talks to his mom the way he talks on stage.
I think if you're gonna do black voice, you gotta lean in.
Yeah.
Like I do when I go cha.
That's
I
fun.
like it.
What's the guy who looks like the guy from the show Power?
What's that show?
But he's a comedian and he's hilarious. There's a great viral clip of him doing like a voiceover of an interaction in the crowd. Have you ever seen that?
Oh, I just saw it. It's what's his name? White guy who does black rooms.
And
famous. I can't think of his name.
He's the biggest one.
Oh,
that,
Gary Owen.
Yeah.
He's great. He's hilarious.
Oh, Gary Owen. Yeah.
So he everybody. If you were from the inner city, everybody knew a guy like that.
Yeah, of course.
Everybody, everywhere. But for people who are in, I don't even want to generalize. You know what we got to do? We have to have like a fake place, like in Top Gun.
Yeah.
Where it's like a fake country.
Yeah.
Or like in the new Superman.
It's called Switzerland.
The new Superman. It's like, who's warring? And they're like, oh, it's, they just named 2 fake countries. But so we need like a place like that where we can say it's like middle America where they don't have a guy like
it's
that.
It's like the suburbs, I think. Maybe.
Yeah.
Well, all I know is how close were you to being not who you are by being like a wigger? Because I had my mom used to drop me off at record stores, and like I would just like listen to music and then like leave, and I was like into like Obituary, Metallica, and all this shit. And I would just listen and then like leave, and then my cousin was this wigger kid that was a wrestler, and I wrestled at the time, so I go to his house, he babysit me, and he'd like. I wanted to be him so bad, and he loved like Wu-Tang and like all this. So we'd listen to it, and the next time Mom took me to the record store, I said to the girl, I was like, I want to listen to this. I gave her Old Dirty Bastard, and she goes, no, I know what you listen to. I'm not letting you listen to that. You're gonna listen to this. And she gave me Victory Style, and that changed my life.
Wow.
And I just wonder, like, if that didn't happen, I would be down here like. Yeah. Yo, Jamey. Like, I mean, like so different. Like, how close were you to being like, because that Fugazi moment was like a complete like watershed moment for you in your life. Like, how close, like, do you ever think about that? Like, what is an event that if it didn't happen, I'd be on a totally different fucking path?
I mean, when we did the first Ozzfest, I was getting called that. Like, people were yelling that from state, like from the crowd, because I would wear the chain and I had like the 5-panel hat. But this is like 2001.
Yeah.
So we were kind of labeled as like the Wigger band.
Really? That's so funny.
But
I
only
never ever imagined any of that coming up in conversation with HATEBREED.
That was in different parts of the country, though, because when you go to, like I was saying before, North Dakota, Montana, Omaha, and like these places,
Nebraska,
where the only metal they know is, say, like Pantera or Metallica.
Right. Anything different than that.
Yeah.
Because for us, we were like, oh, we like Slayer, Biohazard, Sepultura, which, we didn't think.
New Biohazard track rips.
Yo, that Biohazard's hard.
Shout out.
Shout out to Bobby Hamble. You got to get him on the podcast.
I'd do it in a heartbeat.
He's the best.
I'd love to have all those guys on the pod.
Dude, I'm so happy for those guys. I'm so happy to see them all jamming together again.
It's what I went to the reunion and saw them because I missed them years and years and years ago. So I saw them live at Irving Plaza. King 9 opened. It was fucking awesome. And I was just like so excited. And they were like getting along. And I was like, could it be? Could they create again? You know.
Yeah, and the songs are hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're great. I'm really happy for them because that was one of those bands that they should get way more credit than they get.
Dude, No Holds Barred is an amazing live album.
Oh yeah,
It's incredible.
Danny
And-
changed the way like the hardcore breakdown was played. I mean, he's really. I mean, I feel like he should even get credit for like some of like the playing on KSAD and other metal records
Yeah.
that subsequently came out after that first self-titled Biohazard.
Well,
Because a
dude-
lot of those bands toured. Like you could listen to Creator. Creator has a record that sounds heavily
Well,
influenced.
talking about the
by
Wigger
Biohazard.
thing, they were with Onyx. You know, like,
Oh,
so I
yeah.
wonder how many people listen to that. I was like, no, I'm not going to go to metal and hardcore. I'm going to go like listen to more like Onyx and OPP. But I used to listen to Mataleo and that song Authority. I don't know if you know it, but there's a song and the chorus is like, fuck the rules, fuck the rules,
Yeah.
come on. And dude, being in 7th grade, hearing that
hits
was
so
like
hard.
the coolest fucking thing ever. Like, you and your mom are fighting and you fucking know the parts coming up and she's like, you see you're not doing well in your class. And you're like, oh, get a load of this, bitch. Speak for me, music. You know?
Yeah, see, I was so big into Bobby Hamble that I was like, that was the record. I think they actually had a guy called Leo. I think he joined the band on Mataleo, which I was like,
I
wait.
don't know.
But Bobby's not on that record.
Oh, so you're like,
I was, yeah, see,
Boycotting.
I was, yeah.
See,
You
that's-
know that, remember that was a thing? Where
when
I
someone
should-
wasn't in the band, so
Right.
you're like,
Yeah.
fuck them.
and I should have just been a fan
Yeah.
through and through. Speaking
Well,
of
you're
through
loyal.
and through,
You know.
Life of Agony Jasta tour, I have to plug it. We're going out September. When is this going to air?
Probably in 3 weeks.
Okay, we're going out September 19th. It's my only Jasta tour of the year because we have other commitments with HATEBREED and we're finishing the album. But we're going out Life of Agony, Jasta, and then there's going to be different support on certain shows. I think God forbid's playing Jersey show.
Yes.
Rolling Coffin's playing the Connecticut show, and then there's different show supporting like Cleveland and PA and other
Nice.
places.
Sick.
Oh, dude, we're fucking sucking the dick of Biohazard, but the new HATEBREED track.
Yeah.
Dude, are you gonna come out of mosh pit retirement? Are you gonna go full Gwar and
I'll
spray
put a
some?
Burk on, dude.
Yeah.
I'll get in there.
Please. What the hell? Dude, I every time I go to a show, I get so excited to fucking mosh and dance around, and then I get injured, and then I'm like,
And then
one
I
of
have to go to
those-
City MD the next day
Yeah,
and be
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
I made a bad choice.
Yeah. I jumped like a salmon upstream and no one caught me. I'm 40. You know. I had a girl in Detroit. I went to Tie Down and I stage dive and no one caught me. And this girl, like we had like a hotel and like I think I thought we were gonna like. It kind of was leading to like, ooh, let's have a one night in Detroit. And then she became my caregiver. We had to go to a fucking, like, what's that store? Like, not Tangiers, Reggie's, or what's it called? The Midwest, like, Dwayne Reed or
CVS?
Walgreens. No, it's like Mongears, Rogers, something.
I should know this.
Anyway, I had to limp around and get some fucking Bengay and ice.
Let's do some icy hot.
Yeah. It was so sad.
And women love that. We love that.
Can you imagine like you're going to the gig and the guy's like, I need to get a tens machine. Can you put it on me?
Can I
Like,
imagine?
Can I?
The amount of guys have been like, I guess all we can do is you can blow me because I'm so sore. Because I'm so sore from the mosh pit.
Can I tell you?
Aw.
Me too. Whatever you say, Kevin.
Next time you're in Detroit, you got to get Coney dogs. Are you down for Coney dogs? Where do you go? Leo's Coney? Mataleo's Coney?
Oh, yeah, right. Hey, sir, you have to pay. Fuck the
The
rules.
rules.
No, I
Mom Spaghetti?
Yeah.
Did you go?
Oh, that's the spot in Detroit, Mom Spaghetti,
Yeah,
right?
I
Yeah.
didn't go.
Yeah, I haven't been. I know people that go and they like it, but I
Come
can't-
on.
I heard it's
I
better
can't-
for merch than food.
Do you think he's got like a secret Mariah dig on the menu somewhere?
Probably.
Oh, yeah, there is an item called the cum guzzler.
I'll have the vaginosis with extra marinara.
I'll have the mixed race vomit machine, please.
Oh my
God. Dude, Eminem, chill.
It's a sandwich.
I'll have to blow my brains at Christmas every time I hear that. Sorry. What?
I should have done more Ronnie. I'm sorry. That's too much. Sorry.
Whoever the guy is that's making the rounds now on the podcast circuit talking about Mariah, I don't know how you ever click on something and your algorithm's just fucked for weeks?
Yeah.
Oh, is there someone talking shit on Mariah?
Yes. And now I don't know why this guy is showing up in my feed
What's he
everywhere.
saying?
But it was kind of a welcome change because I had clicked on one sexy midget once. And it was...
That'll get you, dude.
No, it is. And they're global.
Yeah.
Each country... Wait, can we still say that? I meant small person or little
I'm
person.
laughing at you saying they're global.
No, they are.
You know they exist.
They're everywhere.
They exist outside of your
No.
imagination.
No, the sexy
They don't just
ones.
work in chocolate factories. These things are everywhere.
The sexy ones. There's like a thing where each country has the one who's the famous one from that
Brother,
country.
do you know how many people have screenshotted me following an account called Disabled Cuties? Okay, I'm right there with you.
Wait, I think I gotta.
Disabled
I'll
how?
follow this right now.
Everything about them. There's different ones. They're global. One's a stump. I follow an account called No Limbs, and it's a trans
I follow her.
woman thumb person.
Yes.
Come on.
They have nothing, and they're a makeup artist. I'm like, well, I think you're getting some help.
She uses her shoulder, yeah.
Yeah. And dude, Jamie, you got to see it.
No, I can't.
And
I'm
sometimes
already-
the beginning of
sometimes
it,
her-
she's,
I can't
she's
do
far
it.
away, and she'll go, and then roll
No,
to the front of the
no.
camera.
I can't.
Yeah, and then
I've seen her transition.
Yes,
God
me
bless
too.
her.
I've been
But
following her
dude,
the whole time.
She is no limbs, and I'm afraid she's going to go the full step. And I'm like, that's your last limb. Don't
Or was it never there?
That's your kickstand, honey. You're going to fall over.
You need it for balance.
I'm helping you.
Have you seen the video where her husband throws her in the pool?
What?
No.
And then it just cuts off. What happened?
I can't. I'll come.
Do you follow Mug Shorties?
Yes.
Oh.
They follow me.
No way.
Dude, I had a comment get like 10,000. I was like so happy. It made me so happy.
Wait, which one is this?
Mugshouties?
And they're...
It's like hot chick mugshots.
Oh, yeah.
When
cool.
when the bus is parked in front of the venue and you watch the line of people go in, there's been so many times where I've seen the girls from Mug Shorties at the show, and I'm like, that has to be her going into the show.
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah.
But the sexy midget of each country,
Right.
like
The representative.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean they're
The Olympics. Go ahead.
there's like one from Georgia, one from Belarus, one from France, one from Spain, whatever. If you get into that algorithm, there's no, you really are.
You can't get to the bottom of it.
You gotta-
You're in it.
Oh, yeah. No, I look like I'm like disarming a bomb with me getting rid of my algorithm. I'm like, switch. Like, okay, this person has all limbs. Like, share.
The worst is when you, by accident, click the dead animal in the street food. Ever do that one?
No.
No.
Jamie. What?
So I
Dead
made.
animal in the street food?
Yeah, it was like, oh, here, we're going to throw this bucket of rice into this flaming hot wok. Uh-oh, what's at the bottom of the bucket? No, and it's like, we
You've
don't
been
want to see
listening to
that.
Guttural Lorax too much, okay?
This next song is about when you go to cook your
Yeah, yeah,
rice
yeah.
in the wok and a dead animal comes
Dude,
out.
their in-between banter is just like in urban comics observations.
Yeah.
Like, y'all motherfuckers ever cook in your wok and they're a motherfucking animal? Shit.
That was the Matt Rife. Or no, the Gary Owen.
Yeah.
That was Gary Owen. That was, I
Gary.
think,
That
a
was
legit Gary Owen bit.
In our world, that's the Anthony Martini.
Shout out Aunt Money.
Shout out Aunt Money.
I texted you. You need to respond.
Yeah, seriously, what the fuck is going on? I had to ask him the other day, do you have some sort of like deficit disorder or whatever? He goes, actually, I think I do. And I'm like, there
That
you
makes
go.
me
Let
feel
me
so
know.
much better
Yeah.
because I'm like, but I do that too, where I'm like, yo, hit me up. Phone calls are better, and then I get them, and I'm like, I'm overwhelmed, and then someone does that to me, and I'm like, it's because I'm a worm loser, isn't it?
Well, I think you have to find the tism, the spectrum of the tism that certain people are on, because
Yeah.
then when you narrow it down, like I'm sure you know someone who's like, I don't know, avoidant or defiant. You know, like those.
Yeah, she's not here right now.
Okay.
She was supposed to be.
Opposite. Like demand avoidance, where you can't say, hey, come meet me at this thing. You say, hey, by any chance, are you free at this?
Yeah.
Because otherwise you're going to get.
Yeah, I've been having to deal with that just in terms of like what, and I try not to look. I always try to look at my role and like not be a martyr, but a lot of things come up like, why am I the one that has to change how I navigate to satiate your fucked up attachment and stuff? And then it's like, you know, but then I had to do that because of my own shit. Like when I was with my ex, and I would be on the road and she'd be like, I miss you. I wish you were here. And that like was so hurtful because I want to fix and I want to make it better. And I feel like I'm hurting you by existing and working. So I had to be like, hey, when you want to say that, I appreciate it. And I feel the same. But for me and my well-being, I need you to say like, I'm excited to see you when you get back.
Yeah.
It would be so fun if you were here right now rather than like, you know, because otherwise I just feel so like impotent far away that I can't fix it, you know?
Yeah.
But like, the oppositional defiant disorder type thing, like that's just so hard to deal with. Like
That's
tap dancing
rampant
around it.
in the music
Yeah.
industry and,
Bro, who
and
you talking to?
creative.
Think
I
about
know.
our industry. We're all fucking dealing with
Insane people.
mental patients.
Yeah.
Half of the battle is finding like the love language of hurt, damaged people.
Yeah.
And being, you know, compassionate or being aware that they're mirroring something that you're projecting or whatever.
Well, it's like a big thing, you know, that I always try to remember, and you know, being in recovery and actually like trying, even though it's so hard all the time to like work a program in recovery, is like if my side of the street is clean and I can look and go, okay, I think I'm being totally honest, like I'm doing the best I can to like be on the level and not be like a piece of shit or whatever. And if there's a problem over here, that's like you. And in a way, it's like freeing to be like, that it has nothing to do with me. I can't fix it. And if I try, it's not going to work.
Yeah, there was a while where I overcorrected and I was like, I'm always the problem, because when I was doing drugs, I was always the problem.
Right.
So then I got sober and I was like, I'm always the problem. And I dated this guy who was always like mad at me for being on the road or doing shows out late or whatever. And I was like, fuck, I'm always the problem, whatever. And then I was visiting a friend in the hospital and he texted me and he was like, you haven't texted me enough today, you rat bitch. And I was like, oh, I'm not the problem in this.
Right.
What the fuck is that?
Just some fucking guy, but isn't that crazy? But it was like, it
bitch?
took that much for me
fuck
to
called
be
you a
like,
rat
That's
bitch?
like
this
a
fucking loser guy.
that's like a
comment?
No.
15 reaction
believe
to
it
like a
wasn't?
story
Around?
situation.
What a piece of
Right.
shit.
But that's how much it took, you know? Like when you're
I guess
the
it took a
person who's
lot
like,
of
I do the
perseverance.
Did you call? Wait, did you ask him if he was into Wigger Slam before he?
dude, I'll tell you what, he definitely was. He definitely was like, definitely said some things in his past that I was like, no.
Let's not
Currently,
judge past.
currently, I think I'm in the it's my fault and that's fine. Like I take full accountability because it's just so much easier.
Yeah.
And it works until you have a
Until
situation
you have
like
that happen and you go, oh, my side of the street is clean. I actually have to just not know you anymore.
yes,
Yeah,
exactly, because your peace is too valuable at that point.
My buddy has a thing where he goes, you got to look at it like, the fax machine's broken again. Like treat the person like a fax machine. I
Right.
guess.
Yeah.
Well, there's
There's
been
smack them until they work.
there's been times recently where I said, oh, I got to reach out to somebody. But then I heard from someone else, like, this person's not doing so good. And you were talking about recovery. Well, there's a saying in recovery, like, you can't rob a man of his bottom, right? Like, they have to, they're on their journey.
They say that in the gay community as well. But go ahead.
Sick, dude.
Hell yeah.
Come on.
Which reminds me, should we hit up Anthony and be like, hey, let's do a gay version of E-Town Concrete called P-Town Concrete, and we'll just change all the, like, we'll just, yes.
And
it'll
Time
be,
to Shine is just about wearing glitter. Yeah.
And we
so
can do drag.
Yes.
whatever the combined deficit disorder the three of us have right now, don't let me forget where I was going with the recovery thing.
the bottom.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So the most recent one was I was going to reach out to you and say, check on Lenny Dykstra. And
Bro.
I didn't because just the thought of what sort of trouble that dude might be up to right now,
Dude.
like shook me to my
Yeah.
core.
Last time I reached out to him, it was like a handler that was like, Lenny is currently unwell. He's getting
Yeah.
better. Please reach out later. And I was like, that was like a year ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's even weird, just like he was like my childhood hero and like having his phone number. He's been in my, he shit in my toilet upstairs. Like,
Dude,
crazy.
you didn't get backlash for that?
For
like
what?
nothing.
For having him on the show?
Yeah.
No.
That's amazing.
Or
So we've
maybe, but I didn't see it.
okay,
I don't
so
know.
we've gone full, yeah, because I guess in the
I don't
music
care.
world, like I'll have anybody on it, I get all this backlash. I get backlash from any guest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's been great not doing the podcast for months because I don't see or hear about any of
Yeah.
that stuff.
Well, it's so fucking insane, dude, because it's like you're not co-signing it, but like the music that's being created leads to a lot of violent situations and everything, which is a part of it. And people are like, that's just what it is. And then you say like something and people are like, you're a terrible, this is, it's like, yeah, man, someone like got hurt at a show, but you don't care about that. But because this is easier for you to mitigate and look like a hero speaking about. Does that make sense?
Well, people want to judge an entire subgenre or an entire group based off one quote or one clip.
Yeah.
Or they think there's like a figurehead. Like imagine if you were judged, I'm sure you are, but imagine if it was every day where someone was like, oh, you're a comedian?
Yeah.
Well, this fucking guy or this girl, whatever. I say, look deeper than that. It's not that easy. Like I still get messages about the fucking moshing. And I'm like,
Really?
oh my God.
About what? Just
so
that-
people that are definitely, when you go on the page, they're touched with the tism.
Oh,
But
yeah.
they obsess
Yeah.
over certain things. Like
Like
they're
the rules.
like people who have
I've
that
seen this.
justice.
I've seen this online.
Yeah.
And it's like you're totally, if you're so obsessed with the rules of this, you're missing the whole thing.
Yes, absolutely. Because if you see, say, like a violent, I don't know what they call it now. I think it's crowd killing or something.
Yeah.
Right.
Like they don't know that this could be a coffee house show with 50 friends who all know each other.
Yeah.
Where
It's
it's
fun
like
to, beat each other up and
consensual.
shit.
Yeah.
And they're gonna judge my band. I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, I've been doing this 30 years. Like, I didn't start that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not the purveyor of that. I'm just one small like speck of sand in an ocean of this ignorant dancing where
Yeah.
people beat the shit out of each other.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I showed the moshing to Kimbo Slice, God rest his soul, and he was like, they fighting. They just fighting. And I was like, no, it's moshing, it's dancing, it's like a sock hop. He was like, oh, okay. And because I had a whole pitch to him, like, you're gonna be the pit enforcer, and you're gonna be like,
shit.
and you're gonna judge people by their
Right,
mosh
right.
moves,
Yeah.
and you're gonna give them like a 10, and then if someone's out of line, you're gonna like be
Right,
like, yo,
right.
chill, or whatever. It never happened, but it would have been a cool video. Someone's gonna take that idea now.
By
Well,
the
use
website.
and use
By the
AI
website.
and use AI Kimbo Slice. Yeah, use KimboSliceEnforcer.com, and
But-
you'll be saved.
You know, the other one that I get so much of is the Barricade. Like, people will go
for playing shows with barricades?
So some kid will go down on YouTube, like deep dive, and they'll find shows that I played in 95, 96, 97, and they'll watch every show, and then they'll go to my Instagram and they'll see one festival, like we're opening for
Yeah.
fucking like Red Hot Chili Peppers in Austria, and they're like, I can't believe you would. It was bad enough as a Barricade, but you're playing with an abuser. And like,
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah,
they're-
yeah, yeah,
and then you go on the page, and their whole page is they have to be, you know, the moral superior in every
yeah, yeah.
situation.
Yes.
Well, that's like
This
not
happens
everyone.
so much with
Not everyone
comedy.
should have a voice, and you should be able to have to take a test to have an opinion. And I think
No,
like it's insane the access people have to us and the things we're into, which is great because it gets more people involved and interested and actively, like, hopefully people see videos on TikTok of a show and they go support that band,
Yep.
buy their merch, go get tickets. But to then involve yourself in a subgenre or a subculture and expect them to change and adjust to your idea of what things should be is so ignorant and entitled and gross. Like, you're entering someone else's world. You act accordingly.
Yeah.
I think people should do that when like white people move into like fucking Hispanic or black neighborhoods. Like, don't call the police because your neighbors are fucking loud. Like, maybe introduce yourself to your fucking neighbors and like acclimate to them and figure it out. Maybe like
or move somewhere quiet.
go to a show, or like go to a show and like
so big
watch
and
your
so
fucking head
mainstream.
and don't tell people what they should and shouldn't do. Just watch your own ass. If you don't like it, don't fucking go.
It's crazy to like enter, like you said, a subculture that you don't know everything about, and then your first instinct is to be like, I'm gonna be the cop of this. Like, I'm gonna point to who's the
by
bad
the way,
guy.
ACAB, but I'm gonna police this.
Yes, exactly.
You fucking hypocrite loser.
It's like you don't realize at all that you're being a total narc loser cop about everything.
Yes.
Because you're like fake justice
Which
minded.
is what fucking Tipper Gore was with the parental advisory lyrics and everything, like the D. Snyder and Frank Zappa on the Senate trial and everything. Like, that's what these people have turned into.
Yeah.
That are thinking they're the arbiters of what is a thing that has exist in its own autonomy without them for decades.
Yeah.
It's entitlement that fucking infuriates
And then they have the
me.
audacity to still think they're cool.
And they make it bigger by default. Like they like unintentionally they make it bigger. I've been able to sort of see that with music and I think comedy. Like my daughter and my wife, they would watch Trevor Noah and Stephen Colbert and all that stuff religiously, and I was like, when the pendulum swings, it's gonna be crazy, and now it has. And you're like, and that's the same thing happens in music, like with the Tipper Gore stuff, where it becomes like all the stuff, all that stuff becomes huge and sells more. And I think you could even say that now with some of the music critics and some of the bands that are more commercial. Like if a music critic goes after a band, the people who are into the cool indie stuff, by not liking a band that's maybe not the cool, credible indie underground thing, you're making what you say uncool super cool to a ton of people. Like, you don't realize you're unintentionally causing the pendulum to swing. It was like with Earth Crisis, like we saw it with the Peace Punks and with all the we were doing shows at like collectives where everybody had to vote. And it would be like, can we
Point of
Uh-huh.
privilege, may I sing vocals to this song?
No, and I
Dude,
was
speaking of Earth Crisis and going against a great shout out, Sean McCabe, rest in peace, Ink and Dagger throwing yogurt at Earth Crisis.
Yo,
back in, like,
rest in peace,
97.
John Dudek, very distro.
Oh my God,
rest
very
in
distro.
peace. We could go
Holy
down a
shit.
whole Philly. Shout out to
Good
Philly.
God. Shout out Dead and Buried or Dead and Buried. That was a hardcore band from Delaware. Shout out Dennis McGonigal. Shout out fucking Dead by 23 Records, Robbie Red Cheeks.
Shout out
That
to Red
fucking-
Cheeks. Red Cheeks saved the Youth of Today show that I had booked. He could tell the story.
No shit.
But he helped me run the show because I had to go on tour or something happened. I forget. By the way, the Philly venue we just played, it was one of our best Philly shows that we've done.
Which venue?
It was called, it's right on the tip of my tongue. Damn it.
Have you played it before?
No, and it has a balcony, and it was amazing.
Fillmore?
No, it was
Transit? No,
Transit. Union Transfer.
Union Transfer. Yeah.
It was a banger.
No shit.
And literally I would say like 60% of the audience had never seen us before and was young kids. So Philly, I think what's happening
cool.
is
Yeah.
it's having a changing of the guard. And we had this killer band called Nine Dead on it. Ignorant, heavy, like super hard.
Would you guys ever play the church again, like unannounced or some shit? That'd be
Yeah, I mean
fucking
we'll
nuts.
do anything and everything.
Will you guys play my basement?
Yes, like we would troll people back.
Yeah.
Like we would be like, no, we don't play basements, as like troll the troll.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, you want to play our wedding? No, we don't play weddings. And then people thought we were being serious, and we're like, it does the opposite.
Yeah.
But yeah, we
That's sick, dude. That barricade thing is so fucking gross. That's like what people do with us in our lineups. Like, they'll see a lineup of comics and it's like only white guys, and they'll be like, "Where's the women?
Yeah.
Why aren't there this?" It's like, maybe because they're booked and like getting work and
Yeah.
like
There's no-
people cancel and you don't know like what goes into booking a lineup, and like maybe because a lot of fucking black comics are funny and they couldn't do
Yep.
this gig. Like, who the fuck are you to look at this and think you know everything to make an argument as to why what you're seeing is wrong?
A girl messaged me once and was like, "You shouldn't do shows where you're the only woman on the lineup." And I was like, "Do you know what happens if I don't?
Yeah,
Right.
There's less women.
Yeah.
What do you want me to not do the show? That's crazy.
That's insane behavior.
I'm gonna boycott the show so all the guys can just have fun and get paid, and I have to stay home.
Yeah.
We're
It's
all
crazy.
just victims of this like Coke and Pepsi marketing bullshit.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's
But
this
also
team
it's
mentality. Like
I blame it on you because you had a song called "I Will Be Heard," and I think people want to be heard. Dude, I am so stoked that you came down here
Yeah.
to spend time with
my
us.
pleasure. Thank you guys for having
Can
me.
you please let everyone know what you wanted to get eyes on, what to look for? You talked about the Metalfest and tour.
Yeah,
Metalfest. You got a new
metalfest.com.
album coming out.
New HATEBREED album next year. New singles out now. Just a
Fucking
tour with Life
rips.
of
Yeah.
Agony. We just announced 2 festival shows. Oh, and so those festivals I think are both No Barricade shows.
Hell yeah.
So if you want to see these shows, I would just book a flight, travel, because like you're saying, it's not always our intention.
Yeah.
There's a lot of venues that will not, like we have to get insurance. Like we travel, and now that I book a festival and I've spoken to the underwriters, I know who's on these lists.
Yeah.
And it's HATEBREED, Suicidal Tendencies, Terror. We're all on these Dillinger Escape Plan. It's hard because I just booked Dillinger, so I know you have to get extra insurance.
Yeah, and you can't play the floor of a fucking skate park anymore. It's like, what do you want? Like, this is just
Yeah.
what happens.
But I think through COVID and all that shit, the kid that got like into everything during that time, they don't know the previous litigious society we were
100%, yeah.
living in,
Yeah.
where you could get rich off of one claim against one celebrity or one. They just don't know, and so it's not their fault.
Yeah.
So I get it why they're mad if they've just seen me play 100 shows on YouTube
Yeah.
from the mid '90s, but now they're like, wait, you're not this small, cool, credible thing. You're this sellout playing with fucking Red Hot Chili Peppers in Austria. But that's just life. Like you want to grow as a.
Yeah, also, I have a
also like-
fucking family. Like, what the fuck do you want?
And it's like that's probably why they know. Like that's why everybody knows about you. Like
And it's a blessing.
that kid
unto
might not have
itself.
known if you hadn't done that, you know?
And then when you actually reply, it's like, oh my God, I'm just breaking your balls, dude. Sorry, I didn't. You know.
Oh,
Yes,
dude,
yeah.
I go sicko mode sometimes. And I
Me
DM
too.
And I'm like, I have miles. I'll buy you a plane ticket. Here's my hotel. Please pull up. Like, let's have a conversation. I'll go to the hospital to prove a point. I fucking hate you. And they're like, I'm a fan. My dad's dead too. That's why I made fun of yours. I love you.
I was trying to be mean like you.
God, humanity is so hard to navigate. Oh, if
But
only
that's
everyone
why-
could be my cat Glenn.
We are going to get to a point where we just need to go, I don't need to have an opinion about this. And that's it. Because
Well,
you're going
any-
to lose the great punchline.
Yep.
You're going to lose the riff. You're going to lose the big hook sing along because you're, looking at the clip of this sexy little person saying, do I need to have an opinion about this? And
Yeah.
you should just be working at
Jerking
your
off.
craft.
Oh.
Yes. No, you're totally right. Lizzy, what do you
No,
want
I
the
gotta
people to
show
get?
you the one just so you can see
I want to see it.
what roped me in.
Yeah.
All right.
Because it was just the face, but then when she zoomed out, it was the cutest. Like, I mean, she could hide behind that thing. Like she could hide behind the Vita Coco.
Jamie, she's right here. Hello. Lizzy, what do you want people to get eyes on?
Follow me on Instagram at Lizzy Cassidy. I have 2 podcasts. One's called Respectfully and one's called Close Calls. It's about near-death experiences.
You got to start the Gwar fan
I would love to.
podcast.
I would love to.
And just go deep with everybody. You got to get Sleazy P Martini on
Yeah.
there. You got to go through the whole lore because they're really dropping the ball. I got to say, Gwar, if you see this, and I know it's fun to talk about people and events and shit like that, but we have to, one of the most triggering things I do on my podcast is I talk about ideas. People hate that.
Yeah.
People hate ideas.
Yeah.
They want you
and
to
they go,
just.
just play the fucking song.
Yeah.
Just tell the
Yes.
fucking
Just tell
joke.
the
Oh,
jokes.
that's right. I'm not a fully formed human, you fucking loser
Yeah.
that has a proverb
The joke
quote
was an
and
idea,
a picture
dummy.
of you and your family and between trees in the fucking autumn. Fuck you, you fucking piece of shit.
Why is everything a
Delete.
pitch? Why is that?
Then I lost it for a second. Okay. IanFinance.com for my dates. We're close to sell now, JFL Toronto, so we really need to snag those tickets. Let's add another show, September 26th, 27th, September 12th and 13th. I'm in Comedy Connection, Providence, Rhode Island, close to Connecticut.
Oh yeah. Speaking of adding a show,
Yeah.
Can I tell the people? Do people in the UK listen to this and watch this? People in the UK, we're being blocked by Killswitch Engage.
What?
And they're saying we cannot add our own headline show until we sell out London, which isn't the point of all the other shows being. And shout out to Killswitch. It's not the band. It's the agent, the managers. It's the suits.
Yeah.
It's not the band. The band's great. Love the band.
I was about to put a fatwa out on Killswitch Engage from my man, Jamey.
But Manchester is sold out. Why can't we play our own show in Manchester? No, because we need to sell tickets for London. Then how are you able to play both Manchester and London? Whatever. I don't want to get in trouble. I'm just saying you're going to add a show if you sell out your other show. That's what we need to do in the UK so we can do our own headline show.
Do it.
Sorry to interrupt.
YouTube, that's fine. I forget what I was saying. Just fucking buy a ticket to see me live, okay?
We're in Providence.
Comedy Connection.
Providence or
Providence?
Province.
Providence. YouTube.com/IanFinance Comedy for all my stand-up, my travel shows coming out, Ian doing Odd Guy doing Odd Jobs, and Patreon.com/BeInIanPod. Jordan's Netflix special is coming out September 9th. Take Me With You, punchup.live/Jordan Jensen for all her dates. And thank you, man. You're the fucking
Anytime.
best.
Thank you.
cool.
You guys
Lizzy,
rule. Appreciate
you're
it.
fantastic. Thank
Thanks,
you.
buddy.
This
Thanks
is
for
so
having
fun.
me.
And we'll see you next time. Love you guys. Bye.